Master, show us the Father, and that will be enough for us. These words said by Philip in today's Gospel pretty much sum up the history of humanity. One of the main focus of people of every day and age was to get to know God. People always felt deep in their heart that there is indeed something above, something and someone that rules over the earth and is the ultimate cause of everything happening around you. And the Apostle Philip represents these thoughts today after listening to Jesus. He wants to see God. He wants to know God. And Jesus gives a very simple answer. I am in the Father, and the Father is in me. But what does it mean for us, people of current age, still continuing to seek God? It becomes clear after listening to Jesus that getting to know Him means getting to know God, the Father. First of all, we can, and indeed we should, follow Him in all what He was saying, doing, and how He lived on earth. But first, to know all of that, we have to get to know the Gospel and read it often. We have to almost gush over every word of the Gospel, every instruction that came from Jesus' mouth. Let's think about it. All of us, at some point, received in our lives a couple of letters, maybe messages, emails in today's times, from the people we love. There are parents, our children, spouses, grandparents, or even close friends. Just think about how important those letters are for every one of us. We usually even store them in a safe place, and later we come back, read it again and again. Those letters can make us happy. But wait, isn't the Gospel the greatest letter, the letter from God? The one who loves us the most, in the most beautiful way? Isn't it the letter that was given to us to be a tremendous help in every moment of our lives? Remember, getting to know the Father is getting to know Jesus. And there is no better way to get to know Jesus than through reading of His special letter to us, the Gospel. But now we also have to realize that not every person in the world has access to the Gospel. Not every person in the world was given a chance during his life to get to know Christ. So we may ask, and rightly so, if getting to know the Gospel leads us to the knowledge of Christ, what about those people? After all, everyone, every person in the world is called to salvation, and we pray for it all the time. Remember, just a month ago from today, we prayed during the Good Friday service and its prayer of the faithful. So many intercessions for pretty much everyone. Us Catholics on many levels, for everyone who believes in Christ, for everyone who believes in God. Finally, even for those who do not believe in God at all. And nothing has changed since then. Nothing has changed for 2,000 years. Nothing has changed since the great call of Christ to go and teach everyone. This is our mission. This is our personal statement as Catholics. We have to care about salvation of everyone. But now, just getting back, how can we show them the Father then, if they never had a chance to know Christ? We know, well, we believe that God is almighty, that He can do everything, and that's why we pray. We believe that whatever we ask him to do, he will do, according to his will. We also believe that God knows everything. But even though he knows it, he wants us to ask him, plead him, pray to him. He wants to forgive us, but only if we admit and present our weaknesses and sins. But those people don't know about it, or don't believe in it. So it has to be our job, our statement, to show those great things to everyone. Once again, getting to know God, getting to know the Father, is to get to know Jesus. And for those who haven't heard about him, the only references are we, Christians, people who follow Jesus on earth now, people who should radiate with the light of Christ through our words and deeds. So be the light of Christ. Let our every action speak out loud about Jesus. Let every word that comes from our mouth be a testimony of the great reality of Jesus, Son of God. And remember, for the final time, if you are still wondering how to know God, get to know Jesus first. Believe what you read. Teach what you believe. Practice what you teach. These are the words that Bishop Kieman yesterday said to me and to my brother Tomasz when he ordained us a deacon and handed us the book of the Gospels. Even though obviously it has a particular meaning for every new deacon as a herald of the Gospel, I think it really well connects to our Gospel reading today and to the idea of getting to know Christ. Once again, believe what you read, teach what you believe, and practice what you teach. And finally, at this point, especially after today's first reading, where the apostles called and ordained first 7 deacons of the church, by the way, what a beautiful coincidence is that, I once again wanted to say thank you for the gift of the Holy Spirit, the gift of the ordination, and the gift of vocation. God is great. Thank you for all the prayers. Thank you for your openness and hospitality. Thank you for everything. God bless you.